Hey y'all, what's good? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another stimulus update video. So before we get into all of that jazz today, let's definitely go ahead and smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, I'm hoping you'll be notified. All right. So, before I get into the stimulus updates, you guys, I just want to reiterate the names of the states that have been approved currently for the January maximum allotments, okay? So, again, I have not seen anything for February. I'm definitely checking this on a regular basis. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my phone, it's not going to show you guys. It's not going to show you. But my phone is pretty much set to give me notifications on as much of the good stuff as it possibly can every day. So, jumping right into it, I have Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, DC, Georgia, Guam, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oregon, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Virgin Islands, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and if I didn't mention it, Arkansas. It's not on this list, but I know Arkansas has been approved. Their information is on their Facebook website. So, what is that? Okay, so anyways, you guys, getting into the news, let me find my document. All right, so we already know that President Biden is trying to get this very massive stimulus package passed in the amount of $1.9 trillion, okay? He has been working extremely hard on passing all of these executive orders, getting those out of the way, helping the economy, boosting the economy as much as he can, showing us that he is ready to pass this legislation through the White House as possible, okay? However, we've got some stuff going on in the White House between the Republicans and the Democrats, okay? Speaking on the Senate floor on Tuesday, Senate Majority Leader Schumer said that the Senate is prepared to advance COVID-19 relief even if the Republicans do not sign. He also told Democrats on a Tuesday caucus call that a vote on a budget resolution that would tee up the passage of Biden's plan using reconciliation rules could come as soon as next week. Okay, now this is according to the Washington Post. All right. And then we have another Senate Democratic. Whip Dick Durbin said Tuesday that Democrats will give Republicans a very limited time to come to an agreement on the relief deal. It looks like, so what it seems like is what's going on right now is we have the Democrats. Obviously, they've been trying to give more direct payments to Americans for a while. We know that. But whenever it went through now Senator Minority Leader, what is his name? Stingy Mitch, there was always an issue. He would always block the vote. He wouldn't even put the vote on the floor so that they can vote on it. So now we have Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is saying, hey, we're willing to work with you. Even President Biden is saying, hey, we're willing to work with you. We want to work with you. We want bipartisan support. We don't want to have to bypass you guys' voices in this, but we will. And so, I'm not sure if you guys let me know how you feel. I definitely don't think that that's a bad thing. Honestly, like I said, I know they both have their points, and I've been trying to stay pretty much in the middle. You guys know how I feel. I don't particularly care too much for none of them. I'm not for politicians. I don't necessarily think that they are for the people. I think they're for themselves. And even when they're having all these talk about stimulus and getting more direct payments to Americans, my mind automatically goes, okay, well, they're pushing so hard for it. Something is definitely coming out of this for them. That's just how I feel. I could be wrong, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing is free in America. I do believe that we may or may not, but just my personal opinion, I just definitely feel like, we may have to pay or something is going to come up or in reference to all this stimulus that we got in the year 2020, 2021. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not a politician. I have never claimed to be. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial tax accountant, none of that stuff. This is just my own personal opinion based off of the evidence, the things that I have seen, the things that I have read, the things that they have said, the things that have not been, the promises that they have made. Yes, baby. Yes, it is. It's a fire truck. Now let mommy do her video, okay? Shh. Sorry about that, y'all. But getting back on the subject of today's video. So then we have Biden's top economic advisor, Brian Deese, signaled Tuesday that the White House is willing to tweak some aspects of Biden's proposal in response to criticism from a bipartisan group of lawmakers that say the plan is too expensive, and they suggest that certain provisions, including the new round of stimulus checks, be more narrowly targeted to keep costs down. Okay, so what they're basically saying is that now, instead of sending this money with an income cap at $75,000, so what it is now is you get the stimulus check, but there's an income cap if you're single for about 75. I think it's 75 to 87,000. Different articles say different things. So we're going to say $75,000 if you're single, unmarried, it's just you by yourself. You can't make no more than $75,000 and you'll get the whole stimulus check. If you make anything above that, then the stimulus check starts to decrease by $5 or whatever per, I think, every $1,000 over $75,000 that you make. And then it's double that for married couples. So if you're making $150 as a married couple, then it starts to decrease per $1,000 over $150. So what they're saying is that they don't mind doing another round of stimulus checks, but they want it to be more targeted. People who are making $150,000 a year don't need a stimulus check. And honestly, I have to agree. If you're making, let's just put it at $50,000 a year. And I've done the calculations on this because I'm somewhat of a nerd. So if you're doing about $50,000 a year as a single person, you're making about $4,000 a month. Now, I'm not saying that you're wealthy or you're rich, but I just think that with $4,000 a month, you can definitely get, depending on your circumstance, let's just say you have a large family like mine. And again, I've done the math on this because that's what I'm striving for. So for a person like me who's unmarried and I can't depend on somebody else's income, I would need nothing short of $4,000 a month in order for me to maintain my household. That's about $50,000 a year. So at $50,000 a year, $4,000 a month, I could pay a mortgage or pay rent that's around $2,500 a month. It's going to leave me with $1,500. Again, it still would be tight, but I mean, I definitely have more options versus a person who's making maybe $30,000 a year or even $24,000 a year. They're probably making somewhere between $2,000 to $3,000. If they have a large family like mine, they can't get out there and pay for a household that will support their large family. $2,000 a month is just not nothing, especially in California. They wouldn't have money for much else. But I've said that to you guys plenty of times before, so you guys already know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who live on fixed incomes, you know, those of you who are veterans, those of you who are on SSI or SSDI, you guys already know what I'm talking about. If you're already on a fixed income and you're making probably less than that, I've seen some of you say you're making around $1,000 a month, then you have to put yourself in a community that would allow you to pay your rent based off of your income. Or if not that, you're probably still working or you're getting help from relatives, or it's just not it's not a great situation to be in. So in that, when you look at it from that perspective, then I can understand them saying, hey, it should be more targeted to those who really need it. So we don't know right now. They haven't put that information out as to what the income caps are going to be, but I'm definitely sure that they probably will bring it down. My guess is, and again, this is a guess. I don't want you guys coming for me saying there's nowhere there. It doesn't say that nowhere. You're right. It doesn't. That's why I'm saying it's my guess. My guess is that they probably will bring it down to maybe around $50,000 a year, maybe $30,000 a year. Who knows? But it's definitely going to be more targeted in terms of the income. Okay. President Biden on Monday said the decision to use the reconciliation is one reserved for the leaders of the House and the Senate, but also noted that time is of the essence to deliver relief to American families, a signal that he is open to using the process to push the legislation through if bipartisan overtures fail. Okay, so basically, again, Biden is definitely open to bipartisan support on his $1.9 trillion stimulus package. He's also open to renegotiating the terms of the package. However, he is not willing to spend a whole lot of time, which we have seen them do in the recent stimulus packages, going back and forth across the table, trying to renegotiate, trying to take things off. At the end of the day, he's saying, I want to get this money out there. So either you guys are with us or you're not. I don't want to use this tool that I have, but I will. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today when it comes to stimulus updates. Hopefully this information was in some way helpful, or at least give you a little bit of understanding of what's going on. I know there were some talks about a timeline. They're saying that in this article, they're saying that they could start getting this done hopefully by next week. Next week will already be in February. So I'm thinking that it's a possibility that if they do get this passed in whichever way that they're trying to do it, whether they're doing it with bipartisan support or whether they're using the budget reconciliation option, that stimulus still won't be in the hands of the American people until the end of February, mid-March. And I've even seen articles that suggest that it probably will be later than that. We're talking about the end of March, maybe even early April. So that's all I have for you guys. As you can already hear, my son is right here. He is twisted and turning. He is ready for mom to get off of the camera. So that's what I'm about to do, get my day started. Hopefully you guys are doing the same. You're staying safe. You're staying well. Thank you again for all of your condolences in this very tough time for me and my family. My children are doing as best that they can to accept the fact that a very close member of the family to them has passed on. But on that note, you guys remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you in the next video. Peace.